Right now, somewhere on this planet, a perfectly functional laptop is being thrown in a dumpster. Not because it broke, not because it stopped working, but because a software pop-up told its owner it was no longer supported. Think about that for a second. We are generating over 60 million metric tons of electronic waste every single year. That is the weight of 5,000 Eiffel Towers, discarded every 12 months. And here is the part that should make you angry. The majority of that hardware still works. It didn't die, it was pushed out. If you bought a mid-range laptop or desktop in the last 6 years, there is a real chance you are sitting on a machine that has at least 3 to 5 more years of useful life in it. You just haven't been told how to unlock it. That is exactly what this channel is about. And that is exactly what we are going to break down today. Welcome to TechRenew Deep Dive. I'm glad you're here. Before we go any further, let me tell you what this channel is not. This is not a top 10 tips to speed up your PC video. You've seen those? They don't work. They skim the surface and leave you in the same place you started. What we do here is different. We go deep. We look at the actual technical reasons why hardware slows down, why manufacturers tell you it's dead, and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it with real, hands-on solutions. I've spent years studying hardware longevity, thermal engineering, and software optimization. The gap between what your device is capable of and what it's being allowed to do is often enormous. We are here to close that gap. Now let's talk about the real problem. The e-waste crisis is not just an environmental story, it's a technology story, and it's a money story. Here's how the cycle works. A manufacturer ships a device. After 3 to 5 years, they stop providing software support for it. The operating system sends you warnings. Apps start refusing to run. Your browser starts lagging. You assume the hardware is the problem. You buy a new device. The old one ends up in a landfill. But here is the technical truth. In most cases, the processor, which is often called the central processing unit or CPU, is completely fine. The memory is fine. The storage might be aging, but it's replaceable. What you actually have is a software and configuration problem, not a hardware problem. Let me give you a specific example. Thermal throttling. This is one of the most common and most misunderstood reasons why a laptop feels slow. Inside your laptop, there is a small chip called the thermal management unit. Its job is to protect the processor from overheating. When temperatures get too high, it automatically reduces the processor's clock speed, meaning it makes the chip run slower on purpose to prevent damage. Now here's the thing. Most laptops that are 3 or 4 years old have degraded thermal paste. Thermal paste is a compound that sits between the processor and the heatsink, and its job is to transfer heat efficiently. When it dries out and cracks, heat transfer becomes inefficient, temperatures spike, and the thermal management unit starts throttling performance constantly. Your laptop isn't slow because it's old. Your laptop is slow because it's hot. And here's another layer. Random access memory management. Modern operating systems, especially the latest versions of Windows, are aggressive about background processes. When you open your laptop and it feels sluggish, there's a real chance that 40 to 60% of your available random access memory is already consumed before you open a single app. These background processes include telemetry services, update checkers, and preloaded manufacturer software, often called bloatware, that runs silently and constantly. The machine you think is too old to handle modern software might simply be a machine that has never been properly configured to use its own resources efficiently. There is also the storage bottleneck issue. Most mid-range laptops shipped between 2017 and 2021 came with traditional spinning hard disk drives, often called HDDs. These drives have moving mechanical parts and are dramatically slower than solid-state drives, often called SSDs. Swapping an old hard disk drive for a solid-state drive is, without exaggeration, one of the highest return hardware upgrades you can make. In many cases, it will make a 6-year-old machine feel faster than a brand new budget laptop. And yet, nobody talks about this when they tell you to just upgrade. Does any of this sound familiar? Drop a comment below and tell me how old your current main machine is. I want to know what we're working with. Now let's get practical. Here is exactly what you can do, step by step. Step 1. Diagnose your thermals. Download a free tool called HW monitor. That's spelled HWMONITOR. Run it while doing a normal workload for 15 minutes. If your processor temperatures are consistently above 85 degrees Celsius under moderate load, thermal paste replacement should be your first move. This is a $20 to $40 fix that can recover 20 to 30% of your machine's performance. Step 2. Audit your startup programs. On Windows, open Task Manager by pressing Ctrl, Shift, and Escape simultaneously. Click on the Startup tab. Disable everything that is not essential. This means manufacturer utilities, cloud sync apps you don't actively use, and any software that you didn't deliberately install. You are reclaiming random access memory and reducing boot time. Step 3. Assess your storage drive. Open your system information and identify whether you have a hard disk drive or a solid-state drive. If you have a hard disk drive, price out a compatible solid-state drive for your machine. You are likely looking at $40 to $80 for a 500 gigabyte solid-state drive. The performance difference is not incremental. It is transformational. Step 4. Evaluate your operating system. If your machine is running an older version of Windows that no longer receives security updates, explore lightweight Linux distributions as an alternative. Distributions like Linux Mint, spelled LINUXMINT, or Zorin OS, spelled ZORIN, are designed to be familiar to Windows users and run efficiently on older hardware. This is not just a performance move, it is a security move. Step 5. Check your memory configuration. Open your system information and look at how your random access memory is installed. Many laptops ship with a single stick of memory installed in one slot, leaving a second slot empty. Adding a matched second stick enables something called dual-channel mode, a configuration that effectively doubles the memory bandwidth available to your processor. On memory-intensive tasks, this can produce a noticeable performance improvement at a low cost. Now here's the bigger picture, and I want you to sit with this for a moment. The e-waste crisis is not being driven primarily by hardware failure. It is being driven by a system that profits from your belief that your device is obsolete before it actually is. The right to repair movement, which is gaining real legislative traction in states across the United States, is pushing back against this. The argument is simple. If you own the device, you should have the right to repair it, upgrade it, and keep it running as long as the hardware allows. Manufacturers have historically fought this because a device you repair is a device you don't replace. When you extend the life of your hardware by even 2 years, you are saving yourself hundreds of dollars. You are keeping functional electronics out of landfills. And you are directly pushing back against a system that is designed to keep you in a perpetual upgrade cycle. That is not idealism, that is a practical and measurable act. Here's a question I want you to answer in the comments. What is the one piece of hardware you've been told to replace that you think might still have life in it? Tell me below. You might be right. The e-waste crisis is real, it is growing, and it is solvable, not at the policy level alone, but at the individual level, one device at a time. Your hardware is more capable than you've been told. The knowledge to extend its life exists, and that is what this channel is going to give you. Deep, technical, actionable content that treats you like the intelligent adult you are. If that mission resonates with you, subscribe right now. Not for the algorithm, because every subscriber here is one more person who decided to fight back against planned obsolescence. We drop new content every week. Next video. The exact thermal paste replacement process for the most common laptop models on the market. Step by step, no shortcuts. I'll see you there.